me why the hell I always have to save myself.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm happy you're here too. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure to follow me on socials at ATDmusic and on Instagram and Threads at ATDreacts. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my new song Deconstruct, which is now streaming on all platforms, so you can find the link to that in the description below. There's also an official lyric video for that on my page that I dropped a couple weeks ago. Now, we are back for more SPIRITBOX Fridays. We took a little break last week for Sleep Tokens Caramel, which I think was absolutely relevant and deserved, but we are back on the train, and we've got track number 3 off of Tsunami Sea called Perfect Soul, and this one has an official music video. I looked at the date on it, and it looks like this came out about 4 months ago, so my guess is this is one of the singles that came out before the album, but I haven't heard it. So we're going to watch the video, we're going to listen to the song, and so far I have loved the first 2 tracks, so I am super excited for this. Without any further ado, we're going to dive in. This is Perfect Soul from SPIRITBOX. I love that it's black and white. Oh, interesting outfit change. Oh, okay, real quick. Fully melodic so far, which is very different from the first 2 tracks on this album. The visuals in this are beautiful. It feels very much like a gothic, old school, like monster movie, like the Frankensteins and the Wolfman and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, that's the vibe. We also have it in 3/4 instead of in 9/16 for the ratio of the video, which I think is very interesting and not something that you see a whole lot of. Courtney's voice is beautiful. I love the tone to her voice. It's so smooth. So far, musically, it's been pretty much the same throughout. I can definitely see why this would have been a single. This is something that is much more radio friendly than the previous 2 songs, but I'm liking it so far. Before we get into what sounds like it's going to be the chorus again, this is giving me a lot of like mid to early 2000s alternative, like Flyleaf, Evanescence, that kind of a vibe, which is super nostalgic. I loved those bands back then, both in Courtney's delivery of her singing vocals, but also the instrumentation, where like the instrumentation is actually still fairly heavy. It's still very riffy. It's not nearly as heavy as the first two, but the dichotomy of the heavy guitars and Courtney's really soft vocal is really cool, and I'm really liking that. We're gonna rewind this just a little bit here. Ooh, I don't know who else in the band sings, but I can hear a male vocal line that is layered underneath Courtney's vocal, and whoever that is, the looks like it might be this guy, at least based on the video. His voice and her voice sound really, really good together, and I love that vocal layering, and I love it when there is a male and female vocalist and their voices meld together and almost sound like it's one thing. But if you listen really closely, like you're able to distinguish the two. I love that. Right there. Okay. A little bit of a breakdown. This video is bonkers. Looks like a clicker from The Last of Us. Now I'm getting upside down Stranger Things vibes. All right, that was Perfect Soul from SPIRITBOX. Very different experience from the first two tracks on this album. All melodic for the entire song. I love Courtney's singing voice, and like I said, very smooth, very clean, very soft, and that with opposition to the heavier guitars sounds really, really good. Like I said, this is giving very much like Flyleaf, Evanescence, that era of like borderline alternative music. I really enjoyed this. It's not my favorite compared to the three. Like, this is probably my least favorite of the three so far. The music video is really cool. Maybe I'm off base, but I'm seeing so many influences. I'm seeing things like The Last of Us and Stranger Things and the old monster movies like Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein and stuff like that. Visuals were very, very cool, and I love that it was in black and white. I am a sucker for black and white visuals, both in film and photography. One of my favorite movies of all time is Logan, and they came out with a black and white version of that movie, and it is far superior in my opinion. And that was on like the Steelbook Blu-ray edition. But I really enjoyed this song. I think this one is probably around an 8 for me. It's not my favorite. It's still enjoyable. It's not one that I would skip if I was listening to the album like from beginning to end, but it's also not necessarily one that I would be like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for Perfect Soul." That being said, the music video was fantastic. Courtney's voice was great, and I still really enjoyed the song. So I'm excited to continue with this album. I would love to hear what you guys think. Did you guys like this? What did you think of the music video? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're a fan wow, I can't speak apparently. Let me know if you're a fan of SPIRITBOX, and let me know if you're excited for any particular tracks that are going to be on this album. If you're new here, I am working through Tsunami Sea one track at a time every week. Every Friday, I do something called SPIRITBOX Fridays, and that's what this is. So, with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for being here, for watching, for interacting, for encouraging, for commenting, all of that. Anything that you guys are doing on my page, interacting with it, means the world to me. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube to know that you guys are actually enjoying watching my reaction videos. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate the hell out of you. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you subscribe, click that little bell, follow me on socials at ATDmusic and ATD Reacts. And I'll see you guys back here for the next one.